All right, so today we're talking about graphing linear relations, and don't forget that what a linear relation is a straight line. So basically, if we do this equation here, we fill out a table of values and then transfer it onto the graph, if it makes a straight line, then it is a linear relation. If it does not make a straight line, it is not a linear relation. So we can start out by making, anytime you have an equation and they say, hey, why don't you graph that equation, you should start by making a table of values. And again, if this is our output, this y is our output, that means we want to make this x the easiest numbers possible. So the easiest number to start with, of course, would be the number 1. So we're going to put a 1 in right here, and we're going to follow that up with a 2, 3, 4, 5. And that way, we have the easiest numbers that we can use to fill out our table. So if we put the 1 in right here, first of all, when x is 1, 1 minus 5, it gives us negative 4. Then we can put the 2 in here. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. Then we can put the 3 in here. 3 minus 5 is negative 2. We're starting to see a pattern. Negative 4, negative 3, negative 2. We can continue that, negative 1 and 0. And once in a while, you want to try and just make sure it works. 5 in here, 5 minus 5 is 0. Yes, it works. We're all good. Our table is complete. Now that we have a completed table, we can take those coordinates, put them onto a graph, and make our linear relation. So where x is 1, y is negative 4. So remember, this is the x-axis. So first find it on the x-axis, the first number. Then find the second one on the y. So when x is 1, here's when x is 1, y is negative 4. So that's going to be a spot right here. We'll put a dot in there. X is 1, y is negative 4. Next one, x is 2, y is negative 3. There's 2, negative 3. X is 3, y is negative 2. And we also start to notice a pattern here. It's going up and over 1, up and over 1, up and over 1, up and over 1, so we don't have to keep looking at that table if we establish a pattern. Now, in an ideal world, I would be able to take my ruler and I'd be able to put it across here and I would be able to make my straight line to show that this is a linear relation. Unfortunately, on a smart board, we can't do that, but I can just try and draw it in as straight as possible. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll get some sort of a straight line happening here. We join all of our points that we've put on here, and in an ideal world, that would make a completely straight line with a ruler. So if you have a ruler to do that at home, you can do that. And we've now learned how to take an equation on a Cartesian graph. This is a Cartesian graph because it has negatives and positives. It doesn't just have positives. So we have like a quadrant system going on here, 4 different quadrants, okay? And we can take that equation, fill out a table of values, and transfer it onto a graph in order to show a linear relation.